Have you guys ever gone through a day feeling like you were in excruciating, agonizing pain and it was in your joints and your joints just felt really stiff and painful, like it was hard for you to move around, and you were just thinking like, man, I wish that I felt like I did when I was younger, when I was able to just move around really easy, quick, without any pain, and it was just pleasant. It was pleasant. It was fun. You didn't think about the pain. You just went from point A to point B. You know, you went about your business. You were playing. You were having fun. Life was great. You know, you weren't in all of this pain all of the time. Well, joint pain is a very real thing for so many of us. I've experienced joint pain. And I'm here to tell you that there are some very simple things that you can do by modifying your diet that can really help relieve you of that pain and perhaps even, cure the pain. A lot of times, this pain, is caused by foods that we eat. And some foods are inflammatory, which means that they can cause inflammation, and inflammation can cause pain. And then there's other foods that are very anti-inflammatory, and that helps to cool the inflammation down. And so if you're experiencing a lot of pain in your body, it's a good idea that you try to cool the inflammation down, because obviously there's a lot of inflammation going on. And so if you're a typical American, or just a person that eats pretty much the average diet, what most people eat, you're probably consuming a lot of unhealthy processed foods, things like sugar, a lot of grains, corn, wheat, gluten, dairy products, just a lot of things that are really processed and devoid of life and nutrients. So, there's certain vegetable oils too, like corn, safflower, soybean, cottonseed, hydrogenated fats, oils. These are very, very inflammatory. And your body needs a lot of omega-3s and some omega-6s. These are essential fats, and omega-9s. That means your body can't make them. You have to get them from the food that you eat. They're essential. And when you're consuming a lot of these processed foods that have a lot of these bad fats and rancid fats and oils, they're very inflammatory, which is going to cause you a lot of pain. Okay, it's like a cascade. You start out with a little bit of pain, and over time, the more bad foods that you eat, it just creates this cumulative effect. And you're getting all this inflammation piling up on top of each other in your body. And as time goes on, it just continues to get worse and out of control. It's like a wildfire. It starts out small, and then it, blazes. So what you want to do then is to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. And there's also a natural herb that you can take called white willow bark, which is actually a natural anti-inflammatory medicine. And that, I find, is very helpful for relieving you of a lot of these aches and pains throughout your body. It works much in the same way as aspirin, although it doesn't really cause liver damage as far as I'm aware, and it's much more safe to use. So with that being said, you can use that from time to time. I wouldn't try to use it all the time unless you're in, severe pain. But I would focus a lot on the diet. Drinking a lot of water is great, for people that have a lot of joint pains, headaches. A lot of times it can just be a result of dehydration. You may just not be drinking enough water, and by drinking enough water, you may find that your headaches tend to go away. Your joints seem to work better. Because your joints, the parts in your body need the water to work properly. So, and also considering the fact that most of our blood is made up of water, it's essential that you get enough water every day. So, Um, the next thing that I would focus on, again, is eating an anti-inflammatory diet. That means, cutting out gluten, because gluten has been shown to be very inflammatory. It damages the gut. You need good gut health, probiotics, in order to create a lot of, in order to ease a lot of the pain in your body, okay? You want to be able to digest your food. You don't want to be having undigested foods and all that, pass through your intestines. So you want to make sure that you're getting the good bacteria in your diet. You could do that through probiotic supplements. You want to make sure that you're getting the good fats like omega-3 from fish, flaxseed, hemp seed, chia seeds. These are all really great if you want to avoid fish over concerns of mercury and things like that. You got to get the good healthy fats in. That will help to cool the inflammation down. Very anti-inflammatory. It's very good. The next thing you want to do is try to avoid grains. Grains are also really high in omega-6 fats, and if you have too many omega-6 to omega-3, you create inflammation there too. So you should limit the grains and replace the grains with lots of vegetables and lots of fruits. These are anti-inflammatory and full of nutrients. In fact, there's more nutrients, micronutrients in fruits and vegetables than in grains. Grains are pretty much just supplying you with a lot of carbohydrates and some protein. So most of us have way more carbohydrates than we need, but we need to eat the right carbohydrates, and that's where fruits and veggies come in. Nuts, seeds are good, and eat wild fish if you can, like wild salmon. Make sure it's really wild though. Sardines are great because they're lower on the food chain and they aren't as polluted as the bigger fish, so they have less mercury and pollutants and things in them. So eat that, and if you eat meat, make sure it's grass-fed, organic if possible. So trying to focus on that, and avoiding dairy seems to be great for people that suffer from joint pain. So pretty much to sum up all of this, you want to avoid processed foods, avoid bad fats and oils, avoid grains, eat vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, wild fish, free range, eggs, organic grass-fed beef if you choose to eat meat. And try that, and I think you will find that a lot of your joint pain tends to go away. Another thing that you can do that may help you is taking apple cider vinegar mixed in a little bit of water is great for your joints. Also, MSM, methylsulfonamethane. It's a powder that you can get. It's basically sulfur, but it's really important and good for your joints, and you can start taking some of that in water. Build up slowly though. Start out with like a teaspoon or a quarter of a teaspoon in some water, and then work your way up over time. And you'll find that your joints, are benefited from that. And also vitamin C. Vitamin C, along with that, is excellent at supporting joint health and easing inflammation and a lot of this pain. So if you do that, and you find it helps you, continue with it and make it a new lifestyle for yourself. If you find that you want to go even a step further, one of the best ways that I have experienced being completely free of joint pain is going on a raw fruit and vegetable diet. So for like 5 days or 10 days, eat nothing but fruit, and some vegetables. Basically a raw vegan diet. And you will find that your joints become very, very pain-free, flexible, and you just feel absolutely wonderful. I will say that I don't believe that person should stay on this diet indefinitely. I think it's a great way to cleanse and to heal your body from a lot of problems. But if you want quick, fast relief, I think that is a possible solution for you that you might want to try. It is extreme. It is hard to socialize with your friends, your family members, because they probably don't eat that way. So when you're around them and you're trying to stick to this, it could be difficult. So, keep that in mind. But if you're willing to try it out, even for a few days, I think that you'll find that you feel lighter. You may lose more weight, and that's another thing. A lot of people are carrying excess weight on themselves which stresses a lot of the joints and the bones. So when you lose the weight that you don't need, you're going to also relieve, I believe, a lot of pain in your body. I mean, that's just common sense. So I think if you follow all of these steps, you will see that you will have a lot less pain overall, and your life will seem much more enjoyable. If you like this video, please like, favorite, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.